Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this talk show are those of the individuals appearing on the show and do not necessarily reflect the views of the investigator.
On-road edition. Like, share, subscribe and welcome to the show. Olunaku lwa leero tuli ku mission ogenda okufuna brief okuva wa PR wa State House Anti-Corruption Unit, Muchala Natasha, after guidance from local government minister Balaam'S ne boss wa State House Anti-Corruption Unit General Rushoke. With me is Ndugu Stanley Ndaula and the one and only Mukulu Gaza. Buza kubatulaba.
Good morning, abatulaba. Jebale Shemukola Jonna. You are welcome to Investigator TV. Olwaleero wa balaza. Weekend yawedde abantu bazzeeyo okukola emirimu gyabwe. Abaana bawummudde, abasinga amasomero gawummuzza abaana bakomyewo. Bannange abazadde abaana nga bali mu holiday egenda kubeera very short. Tekitegeeza nti you lose your parental guidance to them. Mubalage love, mubalage emirimu egy'okukola nga bwe munoonya school fees ezibazzaayo. Naffe tuli ku luguudo tugenze mu kukola emirimu gyaffe egya buli lunaku nga investigator. Ne pozi n'ekirala the rainy season egenda kutandika, mwegendereze nnyo, especially those who live under the lines. Ebikonde ebitaakwata bulungi, anything can happen. So abaana nga bwe bakomyewo awaka mubalabirire bulungi nga muzzeeyo okukola mirimu gyammwe. Mbaaniriza nnyo mutulabe ku this special edition. Thank you Ndugu yangu Jako Waluluka.
Wow. Ndugu Stanley, buza kubatulaba.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. Stanley Ndabula, the investigator is usually the gun that fires, not the one for hire. Sense of where kuna mwebalo kukola, mwebalo kuchapa, mwebalo kupakasa, mwebalo kuyiba, mwebalo kuwatanya, mwebalo kukola kyonna ekisoboka okulanga musobola okufuna ekigulira amagala ediba. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala. Jacob njogera kwebaza abantu abakola. Ejjo nabadde ku yaya meeting. Waliwo ze bayita POS machine, point of sale. Nembabuuza one of the POS bank emu. Nembabuuza accountant agamba waliyo ssente bweziti. Gundi agamba bank ngamba waliyo ssente bweziti. Kati nembabuuza kiva ku ki, nembagamba mu printing out report. Ne bangamba nti report POS eno batugamba, mwala yatugamba we don't need that application yokola ki printing out report. Nebagamba mukubire, nebagamba mukyala mukambwe nnyo sisobola mukubire, atugamba tembyetaaga. You get it? Kati myaka gyaffe eno gyetulinga bwe nakugamba tukuze nti no nti naali mu banka myaka gyekyo agikulira nemukubira nangamba what baagano kabawa bawa application eyo nemugamba sewo baagana naye bangamba mukyala mukambwe na nnyo nagamba nyamba okunira amaki okunira amannya ge ntegeerekeka. So kakati bwe ngamba nti mwebala okukola n'omulimu ogwo gw'okola gwagale, kubanga bakama abo kye bakkiriza si kyekyo. Gwe obudde n'ebizibu ewaka, oba boyfriend wakunyiziza, oba mwana alwadde, oba kino ojja n'obituteeka mu ki, n'obiteeka ku mulimu gwo. Tegeerekeka. So kati oyo omukyala bw'afiirwa omulimu gwe ng'ate agenda kuba gundi bamutuula ku ngo, nze ennaku emukubye abantu senga ndoga sirina mulimu kwentereera. Ndese kyakulabirako ekyo naye ng'abantu gye bali bangi. Ntegeerekeka. Ofuna akalimu k'okola n'okazannyiramu. so mwebala okukola abantu abakola naye ate nga n'emirimu gyammwe mugikola ki mujagala leka kukola mulimu ng'ogamba mbuno wano malirawo obudde omanyi malirawo obudde ndowooza ku byakugenda kata you get it nga tonnagenda kata nga tonnagenda gy'osuubira greener pastures wano woolinywezaawo so mwebala okukola abakola ababadde balinamu obuzibu bw'okulagajjalira emirimu gyammwe please love what you are doing at that particular time muyinza n'obutamukama ayinza n'obutakuwa mukisa gendeeyo gy'okola ki gy'oluubirira ng'ate wano wooli waliwo aluubirirawo tegerekeka omwana najjajja ne bamuwa akalimu simanyi ntaani simanyi biki najja kukuba ensaale nga ye byakola abikola ki abyagala so tusaasira mwenna abalina okusomozebwa kukomyetamu ate namwe abalina obuwanguzi obw'enjawulo mukama yebazibwe n'obugambo obwo neyanzanyuse
wow nange Jaco David waluka 24/7 like an AK-47 time tells eyo ye Black Panther, one of the hottest and latest and freshest night spots mu Kampala era
okugenda okulonkingira Alberto
DJ Alberto 43 on 28th September kwe tugenda okubeera. He is our partner era bwe tujja okubeera nga tutambula. Kochi, where my story begins. Kochi gwe chifo chafe ngachukwagala kwempaji yafe kamuswaga ayindaile ngakulembela kochi feche twagala kocha yakane kamuswaga ayinde gwe mutwe tuli bitundu byo enkuyege nga bwezikanya nafe tukanye fena bwe tutyo kochi akule bulijjo nafe tukanye fena bwe tutyo kochi akule bulijjo.
Yes, that is Kochi where my story begins.
Ate tewerabiranga 11th September 2026 Grace Nachimera in a charity concert wali ku Serena Hotel in Kampala.
Remember the songs that made you sing, the moments that made you dance, the voice that captured a generation. Now, Grace Nachimera is back on stage. Join us for the Power of Grace Live Concert, a spectacular evening celebrating the music, the memories, the journey, and the incredible voice that has inspired audiences for years. Friday, 11th September 2026 at Kampala Serena Hotel. Early bird tickets 130,000 shillings, ordinary 150,000 shillings, and tables 3 million shillings. The Power of Grace Concert is sponsored by Pepsi, Frame Supermarket, Roseform, Fenan, Serena Hotel, Yuga Tunes, Sanyuka TV, Afro Mobile, and NBS TV. Proudly brought to you by Feed the Streets Foundation.
Come have fun while we fundraise for charity. Kaira nga bwe tubadde twakwogerako nga tuyita ku Black Panther, DJ Alberto 43 will be celebrating 15 years in the industry awo wenyini ku Black Panther on 28th September 2026. Come listen to a spinner while you chip and drink in style. Like, share, subscribe, and welcome to the on-road edition. Mukulu Gaza.
Yes, sir.
For quite some time, the investigator, both the website and the TV, tubadde relaying missionaire Minister of Local Government Balaam's ne Honorable Justin Namere nga ekwatagana ku anti-corruption drive jebaliko around the country. In the heat of the moment, we have attracted a lot of attention, which also includes that of the two people aforementioned. I am trying to pick your mind as to why Honorable Balaam and now the State House Anti-Corruption Unit has picked interest in partnering with investigator over what is going on ground.
Mukulu Jako, the ground is so fertile. Balaam, when he became a minister, abamanyiko history ye, we know he is a go-getter. Omuntu watuuka mu kifo, his presence must be felt up to the top. Balaam is not a very quiet guy, not a shy guy. Nti bw'omusembeza awantu are taking advantage of the place n'atutumuka. Just if I don't think he's a year old in cabinet as a senior minister. Balaam baali bamumanyi nga muntu wa bivulu, muntu wa business ze saabavulu, nga muntu wa badongo, nga teri asobola okukkiriza nti 2 years later ajja kuba muntu w'ensonga. In fact, wedda we twaleetinganga persons of the year, I can assure you already, besides President Museveni abeeranga number 1, Balaam's name is near about the people of the year, kubanga omwaka gugenda, mwaka kati tuli mu final quarter of the year. Inaza muntu amatutumuse nnyo, erinnya lye buli wamu balyogera. So when he comes into the Ministry of Local Government, Balaam are taking advantage. How? Amanyi nti opposition, ekibadde kitunda opposition nnyo is ensonga especially eya corruption. Corruption is everywhere in the country. That is the truth. Tetusobola kyegaana. But abantu baali bagamba nti government ya Museveni tesobola kulwanyisa buli bw'enguzi, nti it is deep rooted, kintu kiyayingira dda mu society, nti ne bw'obeera ani tosobola girwanyisa. So in comes Balaam. Balaam knows very well nti alikiringa mu bannamawulire. When you are a young journalist nga oyagala kututumuka, no ne bakuwa omulimu ku investigator, for example, when you come as that journalist ng'oli Simon ofunye omulimu, bakugambye ogenda kutandika kuwandikira investigator, your boss akumeasuringa according to your ability. How? First week tomusabye sente za field, story oleeta story ku story z'oleeta za lead, story buli kimu owandika bulungi. Second week the same, third week the same, fourth week the same. Naye mukama wo nga yeebuuza naye ono omwana ng'akola nnyo. Kati awo oba owiininze favor eri editor wo, nti ne bw'onaamugamba leero editor njagala yo mitwalo 2 genda following a story in coach, ajja kusayininga mangu ki voucher. So that is what Balaam has brought mu government ya Museveni, nti yeebaze talinda nti voucher genda, is not following the convention. Balaam has his own resources. That is why mu story yaffe twa questioninze nti who are you Balaam to put money in the government? Kubanga buli wagenda he is using fuel, is using he has a team, a very big team. He moves. Mujjukira bwe yali e Masaka omwana omukyala ng'asaba sente ze nti President Minister Nammere came before she became minister, n'atutwala kendo kwazaffe tubanja. The following day twalaba bisawo bya sente nga bivaayo, olowooza sente zaava mu government. I doubt the way ino Balaam yasasula sente ezize ajja kubanja ki luvannyuma. So for him, he knew that if you want to popularize NRM, use your own resources. Then president maybe alimulaba agambe naye ono omwana azze. Era in fact after like 2 weeks he got the presidential approval n'agamba banne abalala bakolenga Nammere ne Balaam. So but abantu bagamba yes Balaam you are arresting people, where is the accountability? Abantu b'okwata bagenda wa? Is it for showbiz? Twagala okumanya nti leero bw'oba okutekaawo wa Adjumani n'oba before the camera ne bamukuba ebifaananyi, what follows next? Do you hand him over to the law? Kyova olaba kati abakulu baffe very good general wa State House Anti-Corruption Unit, he is now into it. Balaam has confirmed to us nti when I arrest these people they are taken into a certain unit. Kati eyo unit bannayuganda we balina okutegeera nti yes, if somebody has been arrested, has he been charged, has he formally been put where he's supposed to be? Kyekyo ekibadde kibulako ku nsonga za Balaam naye, like I can assure you, the fear of the state, of course state agents bantu bangi, their work is to write reports every day. You cannot blame them in coming up with reports that the popularity ya Balaam eyinza okusukkako ya mukama we ne bimuleetera obuzibu. Awo enkomisebo
obadde weewuunya oba kibadde kibuuzo obuuzo
alina engeri gy'atukomekereza ng'atutwalira ddala ku luguudo. Ndugu Stanley Ndawula, this appointment
banenda bayise eno naye nenzuka eno waliyo ebinnya bingi bannaffe tuli ku lugogo bypass
resonates well ku campaign ya Honorable Balaam Barugahara. But you as the point of contact to investigator, why do you think these people have picked interest? About State House Anti-Corruption Unit, Balaam Barugahara, and the others?
No, they are not taking interest, actually. They were doing their own thing. They didn't know that we need it. We need to know what they're doing. Until when I called, Mr. Barugahara, Honorable, nemubuuza naye abantu b'okwata biggwerawa okitegeera lwaki mulinga abalabisa obulabisa abantu njawulo ki nenuku ne simanyi opposition ebyo yokulabisa wadde nabo tebalina nnyo bye baalabisa kubanga jako njagala okutegeeza Balaam ali ku local government okitegeera naye waggulu eno waliyo abantu ku national level nga park Public Accounts Committee, Kosase, ezo nagondi ezo accounting, quality assurance, which their government kati name opposition, babi kwasa opposition, nti boba checking echi government, kati nga Balaam ali eri ku local government. Namwe ino mutandika okukola ki otulaga nasanyuse nalabika kino bamukoze eki mwine empaka yamina ebintu ebityo tuba tubyetaaga. So kati bano Balaam ne tumubuuza naye gwe kiki oli kuki abantu mubasiba naye bakola batya waliwo gwe nawulira nti no yabadde simanyi giso olwamala okulwayo n'alagira bamukole ki bamukwate nkeera bamusanga oba kumalwa something like that. So netugamba no, let us make them accountable for what they are doing. And I want to thank Lushoki Tino took it positively. Nagamba no mujje mulabe bye tukola ki bye tubikola Balaam bw'abasibanga bw'abakwata nga tuba tukwata tubanoonyerezaako naye bwe mba mwagala mujje mukole ki mubirabe. That is a good gesture ntegerekeka. So so that is the spirit munayagalidde abantu bamanye n'ekirala ekintu kireeta impact kubanga Mr. Jako nakugamba zino ebiwendo bino tebiwangaala tegerekeka. So twalyagadde nnyo ebiwendo ebireka legase yabyo nti oyo kaawo oba swandi so yafiirwa omulimu gwe oba twarikabalinga billions 100 okuva mu kikwekweto Balaam kye yakola ki bikwekweto bya Balaam twasobola okusevinga sente weziti twasobola okwetaasaako ababbi bwe bati ntegereka. Nendowooza nti no kyalibadde kikulu nnyo bannamawulire gwe mulimu gwaffe bayirawo ejjako nti wabaawo ekintu ekigenda mu ggwanga nga waliwo abantu abakibuuzaako kitambula kitya. It is our role okugenda tukinoonya kitambula kitya era kinaggwa kitya. We can even give it a destiny netumanya kijja kukola ki kirina kuggwa bwekiti oba bwekiti netukipredictinga kakati ebyentuuko zaakyo by'omukama yalaba naye nga tukijja eno tutukola ki. So nenkubira omukyalo oyo Natasha bw'anaaba batukkiriza era gwe tuli mu kunoonya era gye tulaga naye ekyokulabika kamera bw'aba atukkiriza batubuulire State House whatever State House Anti-Corruption Unit ekola mirimu ki njawulo kijeyina n'ebitongole ebirala ebinoonyereza ntegereka kuba kyemmanyi era ekiri ku record President Museveni yagamba yagiteekawo ng'amaze okuzuula ebituli mu ki mu IBG's office n'agiteekawo. Have they filled the gaps? Ebyo simanyi oba ebibuuzo Natasha ali in position okubiddamu oba General Isoke yennyini nira sirindoza Natasha tujja musaba atuwa audience nani ne General Isoke next time si leero naye nga yensonga eyo mu bufundi. That is what inspired me.
Wow. Tujja kuddayo ku nsonga ya State House Anti-Corruption Unit nga tutuse wa mukyala Natasha. However, one for the road Mukulu Gaza. Mayor Ronald Balimwezo has rejected a government proposal to gradually relocate Uganda's capital from Kampala to Nakasongola, saying the city's congestion and infrastructure problems should be addressed through increased investment rather than moving government institutions elsewhere. Do you agree with Lord Mayor Engineer Balimwezo? Kweno congestion nawe tuyitawo olaba engeri ekisite bweri.
Lord Mayor Balimwezo owekitiibwa just like us naye muna Kampala akulidde mu kibuga kino ekibuga twakikuliramu abamu kuffe twakiraba nga kito NRM nga yakajja mu buyinza twazanyiranga muno nga tutambula kuva eri kodi Kampala ne tujja wano nga tukwata obwennyanja wano ewanyakaana nga tutambula ng'ekibuga you would breathe nga temuli bodaboda temuli ki kati because of development enkulaakulana abantu bangi baavudde mu byalo ne bajja e Kampala in search for greener pastures. Slums bagamba ekintu ekikuza ekibuga the presence of slums kati tuziraba abakozi abasinga mu Kampala muno by the way millions and millions of workers basula mu slums. I wish you knew it. So ekibuga wekituuse kikuze Kampala akuze tetugamba nti bagenda kujjawo Kampala no aba Nigeria bwe baali bakyusa Lagos ne bagamba mwe mutuleke ffe tusigale waffe Kampala mwabagagga mugende mutandikewo ekibuga ekipya ne bagenda Abuja ne batandikawo ekibuga ekipya. Lagos teyavaawo, Lagos yasigalawo. So already Nakasongola opportunities nyingi ezijja kujjawo ng'abantu batuteyo ekibuga ekirala ekikulu. So I think Lord Mayor should appreciate the mere fact that development is good. Nakasongola walabye reasons ze bawadde. Nakasongola, do you know mukulu jako nti Nakasongola ye center ya Uganda nti in Nakasongola that district alone it borders all regions of Uganda. It borders the west through Bunyoro, it borders the north through Apache and Lira, it borders Uganda through Kayunga this side. It borders Kwagamba buli wamu Nakasongola okolaki otuukawo. So it is the heart of Uganda. If Ugandans have decided that let's try elsewhere, for example, ebintu ebimu tebajja bijjawo, bajja kutwala like government agencies zitandike eri obulamu obupya such that abantu bw'oba ovaako engulu ova ggulu you can easily access Nakasongola. Bw'oba ova side y'Abanyala you can access. Bw'oba ova Masaka you can easily access. So it is a good gesture, and Lord Mayor does not have power to stop the government from relocating. It is a government white paper that will decide, and of course even if it were me tibakugyeko capital city bagitutte balanga you go tell Lord Mayor waayo kitegeeza your powers are going to reduce, but yatugambye ayagala ttaamu emu yokka. So by the time it materializes, the new city will be mu mulembe gwa, maybe for me I think mulembe gwa General Muhoozi ng'atandise okufuga, but currently right now paperwork
naye kennyini ayinza obutakisobola
tasobola because State Minister for Urban Development at the moment Margaret Muhanga atandika okwagala okuimplementinga ekintu kino bwatunuulira mu kino process eyinza okubeera nga ebeera realized by 2040. I don't think she will still also be in that docket.
So 2040 olaba wala. But of course, like bagamba, time tells.
15 years from now.
15 years. Some of us will be relocating to our villages, but the new generation, it is good for them to have a new city.
Wow. Ndugu, Honorable Margaret Muhanga says the president was so much for this capital shift, but you don't start it in one day. It can go up to 2040. Kampala has become increasingly difficult to live and work in because of congestion and poor urban planning, estimating that traffic jams cost the economy close to $1.6 billion every year. Who is happy living in this city? I am not. Are you happy living in this city?
Omanyi gundi oyogera ekigambo NRM n'obukulembeze obuli nakati obuliwo kati n'ototegegamu kigambo nguzi na bubbi oba to explaining nze oba tonyonyodde kigambo NRM kyeki lwaki njogera ekyo jako nti nakasongola eyo plan gye baleeta si kyekizibu kye tuyina kati ntegerekeka ekyokukyusa ekibuga kati si kyekizibu kye tuyina ekizibu kye tuyina kutuukiriza bintu bye plani zaffe eziriwo kati ntegereka abalala kwe banaazimbira okukola ki abanaddako kwe banaazimbira jako gundi behakanira omanyi wali ewe webajja ekyo ekintu okiraba gundi kyeyali azimba ekihotero wali oyingiddeyo munda eyo.
There is a lot of space.
Ministry zonna zisobola okuggweramu ne basigala nga babreathinga fe ne mutujjako ebigundi byammwe bino bijjamu byammwe byemuleeta oli agenda kulaba Minister of Agriculture nabugeero nabeera akayina ajja e Kampala tegerekeka ekyo ekintu kyaliwo. I'm told now baali bapulaninga bateeke ministries government nekitaking over it is a personal property tegereka. Why do we congest the city? Gundi ani ku mulembe gwa mama Mbabazi amukama mulungi kabibeerewo nga mukyali balamu mulabe nti temwaganirwamu ekisirwe mwakola nti bwanajjako yajja Ministry ya Agriculture Entebbe najja n'apangisa wano ku 20 n'agiteeka omwo tebasobola kubituukiza olw'enguzi olw'obubbi nti nno nti bw'onaagenda Nakasongola n'otandika okugenda e Nakasongola oba n'otandika okugenda ebwebajja ekizimbe kya Sudiiru kigenda kugenda mwani ntegereka ate Sudiiru byabwe kikibatawaanya nze kati okumanya nga guba ddalu Nakasongola nze sifayo okutambuza kibuga nga bakyagala kuba kyabeerako n'Entebbe. Nakasongola yensi ekyasinze okuba prone to what? To earthquakes. Ndowooza ekyo kimanyiddwa banoonya ki exaggerating miwendo tegereka naye ne bamanga takimanyi nti gundi dream eyo n'atokera okubeera materializing ajja kuba yafa kubanga mukadde nnyo naye kati ye ne sente zinaaliibwa mu biryana alaba nga yagenda ozirya kati tegerekeka natekinga decision nzibwe nnyo naye nga atulisi erimu okukola ki okulya enguzi banengayiridde ebizibu bye tulina mu Kampala kati si byakukyusa kibuga ekyo kizibu kye tulina kutuukiriza ebyo bye twateeka mu in place okulongoosa ekibuga ntegereka enguudo zikolebwe feeder roads zikolebwe ekibuga kijja kubeera congested ministries zibeemu zibeere ebweru w'ekibuga ebwebajja genda yo kati kikuumibwa magye SFC ntegereka okimanyi ekyo kikuumibwa magye kati kyaki amagye gakikuuma ku lwani naye nga kirina space esobola okuhousinga ministries 15 ku 2 ntegeereka kuba mmwe mwine ki mmwe mwasalawo okubeera ne minisitule eringa essomero sorry cabinet eringa essomero bonna baministers bajjayo ebwe bajja what happened to that tuyingira wano oba wawo ntegeereka
eri wansi
so ebyo byonna muganda wange bali mwezo bakikkiriza batakikkiriza kubanga ye naye nakugambye ku bigambo bya legacy tegerekeka nti nno nti tujja muwandiikako nti yakola ki ng'ali mu ki nga meeya nti yalwanirira ekibuga obutagenda wa nakasongola walibawo ensonga ennungi bagambe nti weewaawo yakola ki yakola bulungi but for now mugyewo obuppi mutuukirize ebintu mugye ministries mu Kampala wakati muziteeke ebwebajja muziteeke mu bifo ebyenjawulo muleme kutunuulira ebizimbe bya sudiiru ebizimbe bya sudiiru basajja bajja bipangisa wano abanaleeta factories zaabwe wano bateekemu offices ate ne sudiiru anaatera okukola ki okuwummula naye
defense ministry
muleme tufiirako
defense yali eri ebbombo kati baabano bajje mu kibuga mu makati bapangisa kizimbe kya sudiiru ekyali CMY ne bakifuula headquarter ettaka balireseeyo ebbombo
amagye onoonya ki
mu kibuga onoonya ki
you deploy in the city but take your headquarters somewhere.
Yo, what's up everybody? This is your boy Palaso. I'm here to introduce you to a brand new app. You know, application impya bagiyita Tubichima Mobile Waste. Yeah man, mwatulabako danga tugenze wakati onona kasasiro kati bw'obanga omulina ewaka just call. Yeah man, Tubichima. Download the application. Kweri ku Apple, kweri ku Android. Yeah man, you can download it on Google Play, in the App Store. Bagiyita Tubichima. Kasasiro yenna ali waka ali ku kyalo oyagala bamuno na we are the ones otuse. Download the application. Tubichima application. Tubichima Mobile Waste. Tubinona direct. Yeah man.
Just like we promised, to set a point of destination where we are going to have into a meeting at the State House Anti-Corruption Unit. We already seated the investigator team and the ones from the State House Anti-Corruption Unit. Madam Natasha, could you please say hi to our viewers?
My name is Natasha Mara, and the spokesperson of the State House Anti-Corruption Unit. I'm glad to be here to be interacting with the investigate team. The State House Anti-Corruption Unit is a department or section under State House that is charged with the fight against corruption. How do we fight corruption? And working with other agencies that are in the fight against corruption. But mostly the public. The public are our main focus in this fight. They're the ones that report their cases to us and then we rapidly respond with these other agencies that are charged with fighting corruption. For example, the police, the DPP, PPDA, CID, all these other agencies that fight, the IGG, we all work together to ensure that we help the NGO or the local person in the fight against corruption. The uniqueness that we have is that the speed or the rapidness that we put in the fight against corruption. We quickly receive and quickly respond where necessary. Of course, corruption is a bit complex. It keeps changing. So some people may report and expect miracles immediately, but they take time. Like I said, we work with other agencies to make sure that this fight is maintained. But mostly, it's the public that give us this information. So we call upon the public, just like the Constitution gives us the mandate in Section 17, Article 17(1). It says that it is everybody's right. Everyone, as citizens of Uganda, it is our mandate, it is our responsibility to fight corruption. So people out there should not look at the IGG, the Anti-Corruption Unit, the police, but also them. When you see something wrong, say something, speak up, report, and then we'll see this fight going away. And that's what people want.
Yes.
Actually, on addition to what she has said about the Article 17(1), we actually commend the Honorable Minister about the Kayunga. Remember when we arrested the the District Service Commission. It was the Wananchi who called the Honorable Minister, and the Honorable Minister communicated swiftly with the anti-corruption unit, and we arrested the people. Actually, we are still investigating, but it was the Wananchi who communicated to the Honorable Minister, and that is the energy, and that is how we want to partner, such that we can fight the corruption from the grassroots. And when you saw the news, she was actually on air. She actually thanked the people of Kayunga for working coordinately with the minister, and we swiftly arrested the District Commission, the chairman, the secretary, plus the other body members. Yes.
For this campaign that is being championed by Honorable Balaam'S and Honorable Nameri, how are you working with them, and what should we expect after they have blown up the cover of people who are alleged to be corrupt on the ground?
Okay, we are very grateful for the energy that the ministers have brought into the fight. They brought in a different kind of energy, which is needed, because the fight against corruption is big. So whichever way that we can come together to fight is very important, and we are grateful for that. How we are working with the minister, we have attached our officers from the anti-corruption unit. We have a team that is working with him. These are investigators and lawyers that are working with him. And once they reach a place or the ground and people are complaining, our officers are able to receive. And also we are sharing our work that we do, such that people understand and they're able to report. So that's how we are working together. He has a team, but also he works with our boss, General Soke, and other anti-corruption agencies to communicate and see how some of these issues are handled. So that's how we are working together, and we are happy for what he's doing, that we're able to support him. We're supporting him, and we are grateful for that. So when people report to him, he hands them over to our people, because we have CID, we have, as I said, we work with police and other people, lawyers, that immediately we just allow complaints, and if they need to be arrests are done, everything is done. Yes, and of course, these people that are being arrested, there's a process.
Yes.
From being arrested, we expect them to be put. And if you've been following, it was first in the east, people from Balaam'S and Misimba, those ones were arrested and taken to court. Kayunga is yet to be taken to court. In Masaka, people were taken to court. I think you saw that recently. One of the land officers was arrested. He's yet to be arraigned in court. So basically, in Western Uganda, people are interdicted and investigations are ongoing. And once investigations are being complete, people are taken to court.
Where does the information come from that these people relate to the minister and you? But most especially the minister now on the ground. Is it from the Auditor General's report or something else? How do you marry the two?
Thank you so much. Most especially sometimes when the minister is moving, they prepare, because as personally I've been part of the monitoring exercise. It is almost when you're seeing the minister, it is more so the monitoring exercise with the minister for economic monitoring. Most especially when the minister is preparing to go, let us say, to Western Uganda, he coordinates with the RDCs, he gets report. Those complaints, they come from the police on most of the districts. There are those complaints which come writing to the president. There are even some other informants which are on the ground. So these informants, they sit in the meeting from the president. Sometimes they come from the president, and they arrange them into one. Let us say, for instance, some roads in the districts. These are things which go to the Wananchi, and they report. There are those informants who write a report with the president up to the RDCs. They copy in the RDCs. The RDC sometimes also takes it out to the president, or to the State House and Corruption, or to the Honorable Minister. So they marry them together, and they sit down first with the State House and Corruption. He moves with the State House and Corruption. Like, what should we do? How should we move? How should we start like this? So they start moving like that. But believe me or not, there are several complaints. Not everything is going to handle it, but they look at what is the common agenda which which is going to help the wananchi? Is it the roads? Is it what? Is it the healthy? So, but believe me, there are so many complaints. And I want to tell you about what my boss has been talking about. This has helped about our State House and corruption and Honorable Balaam, what he's doing. This is something which goes up to the local people. Local people have been yearning for such kind of a government to reach the wananchi, to see the minister, to see the State House and corruption. Like, these people are coming to us and require to them our problems, and they work swiftly. I like the way we've been working. Like, when you arrest or when you take somebody to court, now interdiction are faster. We used to arrest and then you talk, you see yourself like a person can take like 1 month without interdiction. Now things are swift because the Honorable Minister is part of their agenda. We really thank it. And the people at least, they are now feeling the government. They are feeling that the president is working. And it has helped us as the State House and corruption, because now when the minister is writing on this page, he puts State House and corruption, and even people have started feeling that, oh, the State House and corruption is working, and we are resting, believe me. Where the minister has been going, we leave the people there to start working and chasing these files. And living in Western Uganda, now the team has been in Buhweju, has been in Zimbabwe. You saw when we arrested those people, the lands officers, even in Masaka, the person who has been working swiftly with the land grabbers and all the people who have been grabbing the land, the forest land, even the land for the vice president. Talk about the other lands you don't talk about to Zimbabwe, where has been doing all the fracases, which you saw the 400 residents who were supposed to receive the land titles for free, and then they started extorting money from them. So he has also been part of them. So it has been, the people are now feeling the ground. You don't know how many calls you got when you arrested the lands officer in Masaka. We received almost 100 phone calls through our line, a toll-free line, just complaining about the man. So they were thanking, and some of them, they are reporting to us. So it has helped the wananchi and us, the government, plus the president, who is the person who is in charge of this, expose the corrupt.
So in future, we should expect convictions or otherwise very soon, since the minister's drive. You are Mr.
Called Bunya Emmanuel Masembe, is a communications officer.
Yes, and Natasha, thank you very much for engaging with the investigator. Katudeyo tugende mu meeting. Keep watching the Investigator TV. Production tubadde on Case Juma ne wamu ne Gilbert Ian. Until next time, God bless you. Goodbye.